Meghan Markle allegedly had help from Kensington Palace aides to write the letter to her estranged dad that is now at the centre of her lawsuit against a publisher. The Duchess of Sussex is suing the Mail on Sunday and the Mail Online for publishing parts of her letter which she claims was private and confidential. Lawyers for publisher Associated Newspapers have now claimed to the High Court that Palace aides helped Meghan to write their letter sent to Mr. Markle after he was unable to attend the May 2018 royal wedding. The lawyers claim the Duchess' letter was part of a media strategy to improve or enhance her image and/or realizing that it was likely to be disclosed to the public. Former Suits actress Meghan, 39, accused her father of breaking her heart into a million pieces by giving interviews to the press when she wrote to him in August 2018. Parts of the letter were published in the Mail on Sunday and on Mail Online in February 2019, sparking the legal row. Meghan's particulars of claim were filed at the High Court in October 2019, alleging the letter was private and confidential, and detailed her intimate thoughts and feelings about her father's health and her relationship with him. It has emerged that she recently amended that claim to reword a sentence alleging she wrote the letter to now say that she created it, using her own intellectual creativity. She is suing for alleged misuse of private information, copyright infringement and breach of the Data Protection Act. Associated Newspapers wholly denies the claims, particularly the Duchess's claim the letter was edited in any way that changed its meaning, and maintains Meghan wrote the letter knowing it was likely to be made public. It filed court documents, released this week, alleging that Meghan involved the palace's media team, including then Communications Secretary Jason Knauf, to help her write a draft of the 5-page letter which she copied before sending to her dad. The documents claim Jason Knauf and/or the Kensington Palace communications team contributed to a draft of the document. The lawyers claim the Duchess's letter is not her intellectual creation and therefore not original work, as it was copied from an electronic draft, had the input of the communications team and contained pre-existing facts including Meghan's view of her father and his conduct, and so was not subject to copyright protection. Associated Newspapers' legal team says in its document, it is for their claimant to prove she was the only person who contributed to the writing of the electronic draft. Without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing, the defendant infers that Jason Knauf and/or others in the Kensington Palace communications team contributed to the writing of the electronic draft. Meghan must prove the letter comprises her own intellectual creation and therefore the extent, if any, to which it is original literary work, the documents add. At the time, Mr. Knauf was the Duke of Sussex's communications secretary and, after holding the same post with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, is now chief executive of William and Kate's Royal Foundation. Associated Newspapers claims Mr. Markle asked for the letter to be published to set the record straight after Meghan's friends anonymously revealed its existence and mischaracterized it as a loving letter in an interview with People magazine. The Duchess legal team has claimed to the High Court that she produced an early draft on her iPhone's Notes app before writing out the final version by hand. Keep up to date with all the latest news from the Queen, Charles, William, Kate, Harry, Meghan, George, Charlotte, Louis and the rest of the family. We'll send the best royal news directly to your inbox so you never have to miss a thing. Sign up to our newsletter here. They said their Duchess created the letter over a period of several weeks in August 2018 on the Notes application in her iPhone. They said she copied the draft by hand, making a number of minor modifications, so as to create the letter. This week, Meghan faces a deadline to respond to claims she cooperated with the authors of book Finding Freedom. The Duchess, now living in Los Angeles with husband Prince Harry, 36, and 1-year-old baby Archie, has been ordered to reveal any involvement with the authors. A trial was due to begin on January 11, but Meghan has won a 9-month delay after asking for a postponement for a confidential reason. The court will hear a summary judgment application in January, when Meghan's lawyers will argue that Associated Newspapers' defense has no prospect of succeeding at a trial. The Duchess is seeking damages from ANL for alleged misuse of private information, copyright infringement and breach of the Data Protection Act. Mr. Markle, 76, has said he is willing to fly to London to give evidence, and has expressed fears that he could die tomorrow. Meghan's legal costs are estimated to be £1.8 million so far, while those of associated newspapers are £1.2 million, the High Court was previously told.